Is that Elijah?
I think that was Elijah.
Elijah just burned out, man. Where are we headed to, boss?
We are going to the first stop on the GE Goodwill Clinic tour. We're going to Weatherford, Texas, Texas Farrier Supply.
Lamar traffic, Cherokee 908 Whiskey, enter in runway 21 to back taxi. Lamar traffic. Fuel pump verify is off. Throttle. Left main, carburetor heat. Back to line. Alright, I think we're good. We're looking good. Lamar traffic, Cherokee 908 Whiskey, enter in 21 for takeoff with a southerly departure. Lamar traffic. I do have a fun job. Airspeed's alive, 40, 60. Bouncy down here. Let me know when you get the airport in sight. My decision altitude is 1,260 or
Cruise altitude 1266.
perfect. 908 Whiskey, I have the airport in sight.
908 Whiskey, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, change to advisory frequencies approved, you have an next day.
Squawk VFR, 908 Whiskey. Hey to traffic, Cherokee 87908 Whiskey, 10 miles to the north, inbound for landing. I'm just picking up the glide slope now.
Oh, you see him? What? Oh, there's a bird right outside the window. I don't like seeing birds when I'm flying.
I agree. Okay, we're at 100.
All right, you're coming up on your decision height in about 50. Okay, you have the runway.
Got the runway. Hey to traffic, Cherokee 908 Whiskey on 2 mile final for 18. Hey to traffic.
Nice job. That was a really nice landing on a pretty bumpy approach. Air to traffic, Cherokee 87908 Whiskey, entering 18 for takeoff. Air to traffic. Fuel pump flaps. Fuel pump flaps. Now we're 18. We're just above 1,000. We're good to go. Let's go flying. Let's go flying. Forward approach, Cherokee 8798 Whiskey, Weatherford Airport in sight.
3798 Whiskey, Roger, squawk 1200, frequency change approved. Take care.
Frequency change approved, 9.
Frequency change approved, 98 Whiskey, goodbye. Weatherford traffic, Cherokee 87908 Whiskey, 10 miles to the north, inbound for landing. Weatherford traffic.
So, start your descent.
Weatherford traffic, Cherokee 87908 Whiskey, 4 mile final for 17, Weatherford traffic. Kinda cool going over the cars like that.
Our tendons are a cable, okay? If we had a cable we were trying to pull something with and we were using a bungee cord, we pull for, 20 inches before we actually accomplish any pulling, right? So it'd be important that our cable would be inelastic, okay? So a tendon will connect muscle to bone, or contractor, to the bone that it wants to move, okay? is going to be inelastic, which causes that movement to happen, and it is for movement. And the last thing about a tendon is it'll glide in a lubricated sheath called a synovial sheath. Okay, if it didn't glide in something that's slick, as you pulled on it, it would have a lot more tension. So it'll have a synovial sheath. You're going to hear about capsular ligaments and synovial fluid and synovial sheaths.
So right out of the gate, this horse's left knee, we have what we call offset knees. Okay, so an offset knee means my cannon bone is to the lateral side of my carpus. So if you look at him from a dorsal view, his radius comes down to the carpus, and then the cannon bone comes to the outside of the carpus. And whenever you have that, every time the horse bears weight, you have this kind of a twist happening through there. Well, what happens to the horse is he's trying to get his foot into the center of that bony column. And so when that happens, the foot moves to the inside. So we have a carpus varus, or kind of an outward deviation of the carpus. We have a fetlock varus, so the fetlock is deviated outward because of that. And the inside, as the foot comes to the inside, it becomes a self-worsening problem as the lateral side wears. So whenever you side a foot like this, the foot bears more weight on the short side. And when we pick this foot up, you'd expect that lateral side to be the short side, right? So if it bears more weight on the short side is going to wear more. As it wears more, it gets longer on the opposite side. So it was a little bit of a problem, becomes a really bad problem if it's not taken care of early and often. So I can quit using a loop knife, and I got a left knife a long time ago. My right knife, I'll go through 2 a year. My left knife, I go through 1 every 2 years. So my left knife is only used really for the right side of my frog, and then very small things here or there. And I have to sharpen this about 3 times for every 1 time I sharpen this. These little things right here, we call them rooster tails. They help you with hot fitting. They also are really good for cleaning the foot out. They're good for cleaning the shoe out. If you're hot shoeing and you drop the shoe off of your hot fitters, you can pick it up with this. In fact, if you wanted to, if you have both knives, you can use them together as hot fitters if you have to pick the shoe up off the ground. And in a certification or something, that can be really handy. So when he finds this bevel now, when I dress the foot on a stand, I will dress to the bottom of his bevel. So his bevel is basically his plan. This is his plan. He's saying, this is how much I want to dress off based on what I see on the bottom.
So now I'm going to put a reverse heel check on this. So I had just a little bit of extra heat. So I just pushed out that last little inch, and that'll give me a pretty good start on it. On this inside heel, this horse, normally you see a horse like this, they travel real close in the front end, but if we look at the shape of that heel, I don't want to fit this with a lot of length or a lot of expansion. So when I fit this, I'll either fit that with a hunter heel if I was shoeing this. I'd either fit it with a hunter heel. What I'm probably going to do is just narrow that section up, sweeten that section up so I can fit it a little tighter. Now one thing that's really important, if you guys start building shoes, you need to build the shoe for the foot. It's like, how many of you guys have fuller and your fuller wants to walk out? Like you can't get it to come around the corner. You're just, especially when you get to the feet, it's the forward feet. That makes sense. There's a few things that don't make sense in shoe building to me. Building a flat shoe with a round hammer. That drives me bad. Okay, now with that being said, if you ever try to use my hammer, you're probably likely to wear it. My hammers are flat. Like they'll bounce back and give you a life lesson. But by fuller, making a curve with something straight doesn't make any sense either. So if you're going to have a fuller that doesn't have that inside curve in it, fuller in the straight. See, coming around that edge was easy.
Yeah, we close 2 feet.
They go potato chip plates.
No, All right, so when I burn this on, I'm gonna be less worried about the port in my clip, more worried about lining my fullering up with everything square. So when I cut my clip, I'm gonna cut right where I'm burned.
If you have a good clinic, get hold of Josh at GE Forge. Tell him thanks. If you guys will show some appreciation, they'll keep doing stuff like this. All right, so they're designed with this to go right against the foot. Somebody squeeze that. Feel how hard it is to squeeze. And so now my nails are exactly the same length and exactly square. I feel the nail with this finger, put the pull-offs against it, then I go down and in. So your goal is always 4 hammer swings. You want 2 down, 2 in.
I'll lift up, squeeze till it breaks, lift up and squeeze. Let it in there.